Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchen Lane USA, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Good morning, Sarah Forhetz, alongside Diana Tyndall this morning. Thanks for being up and at 'em. You're the best.
You are too.
You're the best.
Ethan
is with Convoy of Hope, helping out in some of the ice areas. Aren't you glad now that we just have snow?
Yeah, I am.
You remember the ice storm.
And we have a whole new month. You know, it's going to be, I think, a beautiful day today. So I'm ready for, 50 degrees.
Yeah, no doubt. We're one step closer.
Yeah.
All right. Here is a look at the news for your Monday morning. About 100 people filled up a meeting room this weekend at Schweitzer Brentwood Library for Springfield's first ever rapid response training. It was focused on immigration in our community. That event was hosted by the Southern Missouri Immigration Alliance, and they say they were there to educate attendees on constitutional rights and how to support those who are detained by ICE. Library leaders say the group reserved the room like any community organization should, and the library did not sponsor the event. Some calls of complaints prompted extra security at that event, and they also scheduled follow-up training online due to the high interest. Interesting.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Missouri's Attorney General is suing two federal agencies over who counts in the U.S. Census. Catherine Hanaway wants illegal immigrants and international students on visas to be removed from the count and is calling for a recount of the 2020 numbers. She argues including non-citizens costs Missouri federal funding. The lawsuit targets the Department of Commerce and the U.S. Census Bureau.
All right. Well, big changes are coming to South Campbell, folks. Get ready. South Campbell Avenue, including the removal of the familiar teal pedestrian overpass footbridge that is near Primrose. You might notice people put Solo cups on it too, and like
all the time, and like spell things out. Yes.
Well, that one, the city received a $13.8 million federal grant to improve safety from Republic Road to Walnut Lawn and then from Sunshine to Minota. Plans include widening lanes, adding medians, and replacing the aging footbridge with an ADA compliant structure. Design work could take up to a year before construction plans are finalized. And you got a lot of Kickapoo kids, I feel like, that walk that to get home, you know, on a regular. So we'll see what happens.
Missouri might have a gambling problem. I won't say I told you so, but in the state's first full month of legal sports betting. So this is just the month of December. Missourians wagered more than $543 million, but less than $1 million has been earned in tax revenue. So those are some interesting numbers, right? 543 million versus one.
I thought it would be more. Anyways, go on.
Well, you're not alone. Promotional giveaways and deductions left most operators actually showing a loss on paper. State leaders say the returns are far below what some voters expected for education funding. Gaming officials say this is actually typical early in a new market and that revenue, by their calculation, should grow over time.
And if you have a gambling problem, call that phone number. I don't know what it is.
It's like
I feel bad
1-800 gambling or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is either, but Google it's something like that. You can Google it because it'll pop right up for you.
Wow. I wonder how much money profit has been made for people who have done some of the gambling, like the sports betting, how
much they've paid out.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should tell my husband. I don't know if he's done any of it, but okay. Well,
you can let him know how I feel about it, at least.
I think everybody knows how you feel about it. Yeah. Not recommended. Okay, well, a Southwest Missouri lawmaker is pressuring Brightspeed after a wave of customer complaints about service and billing. Representative Matthew Overcast of Ava says that some customers were charged city taxes despite living outside of city limits and reported long outages. He met with the company officials and says refunds and fixes are being discussed. Brightspeed says new fiber lines will help, but some rural areas may not see those upgrades. So stay tuned. I'm sure we'll know more. And Royals fans, they bundled up in 10-degree weather on Saturday. The true fans, man, for the team's annual fan rally at Kauffman Stadium. Players signed autographs and met supporters. As excitement builds for the upcoming season, team leadership said seeing the crowd in the cold was a sign of a strong fan energy, no doubt there. The Royals head to spring training in Arizona, which is much warmer later this month.
That's kind of fun. I mean, go Royals, right? That's a loyal crowd, clearly.
Yeah. I was on the Royals Jumbotron one time.
Oh, that's cool.
That
was
camera? Like, no, not during the Kiss camera. We had just had a baby and my husband was going and getting beverages and snacks. And that's when we were on the Jumbotron. So normally you're like, get your camera, get your phone out so you can take a picture of our picture. And like no one but me and the baby saw. The baby didn't even know. But I was like, hey,
look how cute my kid is.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't even like a big Royals fan. Sorry, folks. But it was just a funny.
I'm a Cardinals fan by
association.
Proxy. I have to be by association. There you go. It's a must. It's a must in this household. So, okay. Congratulations to Doug Pitt. He has been named the 2026 Springfieldian by the Springfield Area Chamber of Commerce. That honor recognizes more than 3 decades of business leadership, philanthropy, and community service. He founded Care to Learn, which, of course, helps students meet basic needs so they can learn all across Missouri. He also leads multiple businesses and nonprofits. He was awarded during a presentation at the Chamber's annual meeting on Friday. So congratulations to Doug.
That's so cool. He does great things for our community. I mean, that's very well deserved. I was actually, when I heard about this, I saw it blowing up on my Facebook feed and I was surprised it was their annual membership dinner. And I was surprised he had not won before. But anyways.
Yeah. I mean, they always it's always a good pick, but yeah, you're right. Cause he's been around for so long.
Yeah. I mean, and his brother's Brad. So you would think like, hey, pay attention to me too. I'm sure he's like, please stop mentioning Brad. Yeah. Talk about me now. Okay. Well, Costco, get this. Costco is facing a lawsuit claiming its popular $5 rotisserie chickens were mislabeled as preservative free. The company has since removed those claims from store signs and online materials. Officials say that the chickens used ingredients for moisture and consistency during cooking.
Huh.
That's it. I'm out. I would get those things all the time.
Well, I get them. I still get them regularly, but I never is preservative. Well, this is my question. Preservatives, is that the same thing as hormones? No,
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, because there ain't no way that they're hormone free. They're like this big. I mean, those things are huge. Like those birds have been on some hormones.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And I think part of it may be because Costco has them in those plastic bags and Sam's has them in those plastic containery type things. So I'm wondering if the preservative is like put in the bags maybe before. I don't know. I'm way overthinking this, but
right.
Okay. Well, speaking of other food, Brown Derby Deli and Marketplace, beloved here in Springfield, they have a temporary location. They temporarily moved to the Frisco building on East Chestnut Expressway, while its Glenstone location undergoes a major renovation. The deli reopened there January 30th. With some market items returning soon. The remodel will also bring in a new natural grocery partner when the Glenstone store reopens. Hours at the temporary location are Monday through Saturday from 10 to 6. And have you ever eaten at Derby Deli before?
You know what's crazy? Listen, I have not.
Oh my goodness. You're missing out. on so much.
I feel
their
like I
Reuben-
am because I keep hearing all these
it's
things about it, but I have not been. I don't even know why. Like, to be honest with you, for as long as I've lived in this town, I didn't even know that they had a deli
yeah.
until probably maybe 3 months ago.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Well, it's a lunch date sometime soon because
Okay.
it is so good. And they have the friendliest people there. They have this like slaw salad thing. I hear their Reuben is amazing. I actually saw some other people eating there over the weekend and it looked
Yeah, that's
amazing.
fun. Did they say my pleasure?
No, it's not Chick-fil-A.
Well, you said that they were
No,
friendly. I'm just
No, they are
asking.
super friendly. I feel like it's super friendly. And when you don't know what to get, you're like, what should I get? And then they give you suggestions and they're like, have you had this? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I haven't. I should try that. So it's good to see they are popping up shops somewhere.
I do enjoy a waiter or waitress who will give you a recommendation. When they're
Mm.
like, well, I don't know. I'm like, you just lost your tip, man.
I know. Or if they haven't tried
I'm asking you for a tip. You
Yeah.
give me a tip on what to get, and then I'll tip you. That's how this
Mhm.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah. I waited tables for way too long, by the way.
Me too.
True story. Yeah. Did you?
Oh my goodness. Yes. Rembrandt's. Do you remember Rembrandt's
I
in
don't.
town?
That was before my time.
It's where the Hula Hands is now on Glenstone and Kearney. It's part of the hotel, and I would have to wait tables and run room service. I have trauma from that. Like, hold on.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, not really. But
Okay, I was going to try to
I'd
help you see if I could offer counsel, but
be like, hold on, sir. I can't refill your coffee in about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how fast or slow the elevator is.
yeah.
And if people open the door for their room service. Anyways, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So
I
silly.
waitressed at Chili's, not here in this town, but
Oh yeah. Did you make good tips?
I was a sizzle head. Of course I did. I was a
sizzle head?
Yep. Yeah, I
That's
had
what
like
they
the
call
little
it?
button. That's what they're called. Like, you just got to work your way up. You got to prove yourself, and you too can become a sizzle head. But it was really great, actually. And I actually made great tips. I made more money. In fact, this is a true story, by the way. I made more money in tips waitressing than I made in my first television job.
Are
which was
you
not
kidding?
in this town either, but yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So I took a pay cut to go into my career. The
wow.
good news is the sky's the limit once you are in television, but you do have to start out making pennies.
Oh man. Yeah, I have no idea what the starting pay would be. I'm sure it probably is challenging.
Yeah, it was a rough go for a
Oh,
lot
my
of
goodness.
years, especially having come from waitressing, But
Well, happy Monday, folks.
we digress.
You can make it through.
When people are wondering if they should go into television, the answer is still yes, you should. It's just that
and have a side hustle.
There's got to be some grit and some side hustle for multiple years, and then you're fine as long as you're good. But
right.
But if you're not, you should stop now. It's fine.
For
So,
sure.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Diana.
Bye, guys. Have a great
Have
day.
a good one.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you had an enjoyable weekend. Happy Monday. Somehow it's February in the Ozarks, and it certainly feels like it. We've got our snowpack around still. I told you it was going to take a couple of weeks to melt this off, but today we are going to melt some snow. And that's the good news that I have to deliver across the Ozarks after a really brutally cold weekend here and winter weather across the country. We are finally seeing the southwesterly flow in the Ozarks. We're going to see some ridging in the upper levels of the atmosphere, a south wind returning, and that is going to allow our temperature to warm up when you combine it with some sunshine. So we're starting out in the low 20s this morning. It is a cold start. It's going to feel like summertime this afternoon when you consider that we've been below freezing for highs and lows for what feels like weeks on end. We're heading to the 50s today. It's going to feel so much better. And I bet a lot of folks are going to just try and get out and soak up some of the sunshine this afternoon. Southwest flow brings warmer temperatures today, and it's going to do us some good in terms of melting off that pack of snow that we've still got. Places that got a bit more with the snowfall a few days ago, last week, you are going to see a little bit of a cooler temperature simply because the snowpack will keep you down just a little bit. But overall, snow melt continues today. We'll see partial sunshine, highs in the 50s. We're not going to melt it all off today, but today we make significant progress and temperatures in the 50s will feel very nice. We've got a dip in temperatures expected in the forecast again tomorrow with another boundary that comes through. This one comes with some small rain chances. And last week I was advertising this small opportunity for some precip. I think we still have a chance for some precip with this system, but it comes in the form of rain for most, just a tiny chance for a wintry mix. I really think it's kind of a no big deal event for the Ozarks on Tuesday. Some wintry precip is possible on Tuesday evening, but I think for the most part, we're going to be warm enough to support the rain showers, and that will also help to melt some of the snowfall. Near normal temperatures then arrive for us like the Thursday, Friday weekend timeframe. We've got temperatures close to normal and our precip chances remain very low as we head into next weekend. So there will be some outdoor opportunities in this extended forecast. Today, of course, one of those with some folks making it into the upper 50s with the sunshine. It'll feel a little bit better as we head into the end of the week too, with 60 degrees possible again by the time we get to Friday of this week. And that one little rain chance is in there for tomorrow. That may cool our temp down a bit. Tuesday and Wednesday look to be the coolest days of this upcoming week's forecast. Around the country, there's a whole lot making headlines. Wow, did you see some of that traffic video from the Carolinas? They are not used to snow, and it shows. We had 4 to 6 inches reported just through Saturday night. And there were big time problems and winter weather woes on the East Coast. They are still going to be dealing with that today as winter weather continues to intrude the eastern U.S. with those cold temperatures. This is happening from Florida all the way to the mid-Atlantic. We've got snow for the upper Great Lakes today, nothing unusual for them for this time of the year. And the Pacific Northwest is dealing with some on and off precip for the next couple of days. Again, nothing too out of the ordinary. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I left you with yesterday had to do with that storm that impacted the East Coast and the Carolinas this weekend. What meteorological criterion must be met for a mid-latitude cyclone to be classified as undergoing bombogenesis, commonly also called a bomb cyclone? This is according to the standard definition at 60 degrees latitude. And the options that I gave you were A, central pressure drops at least 12 millibars in 24 hours. B, central pressure drops at least 24 millibars in 24 hours. C, winds exceed 100 miles an hour for at least 6 hours. Or D, it produces more than 2 feet of snow in under 12 hours. Well, that official definition is B, central pressure drops at least 24 millibars in 24 hours, which indicates a storm is strengthening very quickly. And we saw that with some of the storms over the weekend forecast out on the East Coast. As that storm moves out over the sea, the winds remain very strong for our friends out east. All right, here's the trivia question for tomorrow. What is the name of February's full moon? Do you think it is A, the wolf moon, B, the pink moon, C, the snow moon, or D, the worm moon? Let me know your guess. You can do that at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Big shout out to our sponsors for keeping us safe, warm, healthy, dry. Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Thanks so much for listening on this Monday morning. Enjoy the sunshine and that 50-degree temperature later this afternoon. We've earned it. I'll be back to talk with you early tomorrow morning.